Bro. It's just like, bro, I thought it was gonna be a video of the dog just talking. It's just AI videos of the dog licking her feet. That is so fucking funny.
Are you thinking about peanut butter? Oh, you little brat.
All right, Sam, printing out tofu.
Oh my god, she believes it. I would be like, bro, you're giving ChatGPT prompts to fucking make this.
Whose thoughts now?
Okay, here we go. So this is gonna print out whatever his thought was with that. I am so.
Oh my god, no, that would be really funny if they just kept like they should do it where it's like semi-realistic, where it's just like them running in a field or chasing a squirrel to like the toes, and then it's like, okay, no, this is an image of what the dog's thinking about. It's just like an image of fucking Will Smith. Or just some random actor. Like fucking nothing to do with anything the dog has knowledge of.
Lonely and want to feel
I'm so lonely and want to feel something.
something.
I am so lonely. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable.
Well, that makes sense.
Sam, let out tofu, then crawl in the cage real quick. I got something good for you.
Oh no.
How great is that? Okay.
Okay, come on, tofu.
Okay, let me fix some of the wiring in here.
Oh no, like it's gonna flash what he's thinking of. If it's him licking her toes, I'm going to.
Yes,
No.
yes, yes.
What are you thinking about?
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's like getting up to leave.
Oh my gosh, it's so awkward in there. All right, let's get out of here and move on
Holy shit.
to the better stuff.
What's up, Foreskin? We on the move.
What up?
We're bringing in a LeBron James superfan who thinks he's here for a random Lakers fan survey.
What's your name? David. David.
Oh my god, and they're gonna fucking map LeBron James' face over his body for like a video call. No.
Good. And how long have you been a Lakers?
Oh no. And he's gonna get so excited. That would break me. You're gonna be like, LeBron! I love you, man! It's just some random 23-year-old guy that's just like, what's up? Heard you're a big fan of basketball and me.
And who's your favorite player? LeBron James.
But really, he's gonna be surprised with LeBron James himself. Well, sort of.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Look at me, foreskin. I'm the GOAT.
Bro, that looks so fake. No, that doesn't look like a Sora video. That looks like some... Nah, this guy they're pulling random people off the street that have never had a fucking iPhone a day in their life. Like, you're telling me you're watching this, you're like, oh my god, that's LeBron James speaking to me.
I'll be in a completely different room speaking to the fan virtually while the AI genius is turning me into the king himself. Will the superfan catch on that it's AI?
Bro, they gotta dumb the video footage down and make it look like a box of a Zoom call. Wouldn't that be better? Like, zoom the camera real close, have it just be chest up, and make it like 480p. And then it would look like LeBron James. That would be so obvious. No, I feel like this is more obvious.
I don't have a line.
All right, I'll be in the trailer reacting to this because Johnny said he'll break character if I'm in the room with him. The goal is to keep David on the phone for 5 minutes with Johnny, and if Johnny's able to pull that off, I owe him $20 because I say no way.
I got you.
What's up? I heard you're a big fan of me. Like, what is he gonna say to him?
Phone, Johnny, the 5-minute timer starts now.
Well, I have a little surprise for you.
That's enough.
No,
the surprise is enough for me.
Go ahead, cue LeBron. Cue LeBron.
Wow.
Hey, what's up, David? It's me, LeBron James.
This doesn't look. Dude, I hope that he doesn't fall for this.
Hey, LeBron. Wow, you know my name.
Calm down, calm down.
Oh my gosh, he believes it. No way. How, bro?
It's talking to me?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I'm David.
Where you from?
Second.
What the fuck? Why would he be standing like that? What, he's just like, hey, David, heard you're a huge fan of the Lakers, man. Really appreciate the support for the team. Love that you're repping my jersey, by the way. What?
Where are you from?
I'm from California. Actually.
Last time I was there, I had bubble guts for days.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course.
Let me ask you something.
Johnny, stop cutting David off.
My boy Sean treating you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm treating you okay?
Yeah.
Now tell me, what makes you my biggest fan?
What makes you his biggest fan?
I like to play basketball. I watching NBA, and my kids all love Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
I love you too.
You a handsome guy.
Oh, thank you so much.
He didn't even say he loves you.
This is like fully making me understand why like the scammers that we were watching about in like fucking Myanmar and Bangladesh just rake money out of people, bro. Holy fuck, man. Like they're like, I feel bad. Like what? Like this guy's like actually thinking he's talking LeBron James but it's like it's not even a good. I honestly I wouldn't not necessarily feel bad, but I would be like, okay, I get it with Sora, because like since Sora came out, those videos look so real. But like the fucking standstill like VO videos where it's like it looks just like a new age fucking Instagram filter. Like it's the voice sounds off.
Johnny.
Thank you for the Jason. I never imagined today it would be happen.
Yeah.
So, David, you like basketball?
Bro, no.
Yeah, I do.
Because I got 2 balls your chin can dribble.
Oh,
Bro, why are you this person? What possesses you to say these things?
Two ball for me?
He said
What?
He said I think he just asked if you're good at basketball.
Nice save, Sean.
Good at all.
Yeah.
Actually, not that good, but
Not that good.
Yeah, but I play. I love to play, and I teach my kids.
You teach them, but you're not that good?
Huh?
Never mind.
Hey, LeBron, do you remember you broke equal dollar?
Of course I do. That's the greatest moment of my life. Blocked by James.
Hey, LeBron, do you remember Kobe?
Of course I do. That's the.
oh no! You can't. No! You can't. No, you can't fucking. No, that's where you gotta cut it off. That's where you gotta cut it off. That's where you gotta be like, all right, no, this is AI, man. Start, because now he's gonna come up with like a fake story about Kobe.
Legend, man. Long live the Mamba.
Yeah.
How David
That's
did not
a fucking
see
white guy's hand. That's a white guy's hand. What the fuck? He's not going, dude. The face is morphing right now. Am I tripping? What? This is fuck.
This white hand there is a mystery to me.
Now, I want to let you in on a little secret. Only you, David.
Only me, okay.
I'm getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks
No,
with
no.
Kyrie.
No, you can't. No, you can't live.
I'm getting traded to the Dallas
Are you
Mavericks.
sad?
Sorry, dude. The Lakers runs over, man. The Mavs, bro, they're just picking up players left and right.
Dude,
Yeah.
you just broke David's heart. This is David's 9/11.
Please stay with us.
Please.
LeBron, you can't leave me with the Luca.
You don't like Luca?
He's fat.
No, this is like the most fucked but the funniest fucking bit, dude. You don't like Luca? Nah, dude, he's put on a few pounds.
All right, Johnny. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Your 5 minutes is up.
All right. Peace.
Haha.
Alright, see you later, bro. See you. Wow, thank you so
Bro, tell me they tell him.
much, John.
Of course.
Thank you.
Is that fun?
Yeah, but you know, I forgot to take a photo with LeBron.
That's alright. I actually have a third surprise for you.
Too much
Oh no.
surprise.
We were able to get our hands on 2 tickets to the next Lakers game when they play.
Oh, are they act? No, that would be so nice. That would make it better. That would make it better.
Yeah.
2 tickets. What
Yeah.
about 3?
3?
I have 2 kids, so I can bring them.
Okay, no, I could get another ticket.
Wow! Is that real?
Yeah, the jersey.
W. David. Man just swindled a 3rd ticket off of Sean. Okay, I am praying we're able.
Wow, that is very sweet, bro. Okay. And probably after they were like, yo, we're gonna give you 3 tickets. By the way, that wasn't LeBron. That was my friend in a green morph suit in the back.
To pull this next bit off. We're about to convince someone the world is ending with an alien. We've rented out this entire coffee shop just to prank one person, Denise. We don't even know her. We got a DM from one of our fans a while ago that said his mom wanted to prank one of her friends, and after hopping on a phone call and planning everything out, we were ready to go. While Denise is in our coffee shop, a completely AI-generated news station will pop up on the TV saying an alien got loose in Los Angeles. And unlucky for her, that alien is coming right to her doorstep. Everyone in the coffee shop is in on this, besides Denise.
Okay. I kind of wish
The other guy goes far deeper than some gold dig. There was something sinister going on in the backdrop. But by the time they got to the house, they forgot about those 2 dudes. It was time to have fun, baby. I'm not gonna act like it was the nicest spot, you know, judging by them cracks on the wall. It definitely wasn't. But they were having fun. They were all having fun. Well, everyone except Franklin, who they left downstairs in his wheelchair listening
they didn't help him inside. They just got out of the car and told him to figure it out. That's fucking crazy.
to them running around and having fun upstairs. He's annoying, but even this is messed up. Everyone else was having fun though. They was having fun. That is until Pam and Kirk decide they want to take the fun outside to this watering hole. But when they go out there, they don't find a watering hole at all. They find a house. And this must have been where that white guy in horror movie stereotype started, because instead of, you know, turning around, Kirk says, we better
Let's go in there. Oh, a weird basement with a guy outside. Oh, let's go inside.
go check that out. And that's exactly what they did. They get to the house and things were off. First, they find a tooth, like a human tooth, right on the front porch. And this dude, Kirk, picks it up. Ugh. Not only are you dumb, but you nasty, bruh. And to make things more concerning, when this dude Kirk goes inside, he sees animal skulls and hears pig noises coming from this room.
Yeah, I don't know why you would walk inside. Like, you should just leave. Right at that point.
I better go check that out. But the strangest thing came when Kirk
Let me
goes
keep
to
walking in.
check out the noise. And then Leatherface comes out and kills him. And in a gruesome way too. A hammer, ugh. And it caused him to convulse, ugh. And let me go on a little tangent about this, cause this dude used to scare me crazy. Big dude with a chainsaw wearing a face on his face. I used to piss myself just thinking about it. But watching this again, yeah, this dude does kill people, but he's sort of like a goofball. Like, every time he runs into people, it's less of a, I'ma kill you, and more like a, ah, shit, now I gotta kill you. Like, when was the last time you see Michael or Freddy sit down and reflect after killing someone? You don't see that. Don't get me wrong, he still is scary. I mean, he's still wearing someone's face on his face. And he would murk you if you step into his house. But I remember watching this when I was younger, thinking Leatherface was the scariest part about this movie. But no, not completely. The scariest part is yet to come. Because after people keep coming into the house, first Pam, who almost makes it out, but Leatherface catches her and puts her on a hook.
Wait, they all just keep going into his house? Why don't they just, like, call for help?
Ugh, oh my. Is this where Dead by Daylight got it from? Then the old looking young guy, Jerry, who came to look for his friends only to get caught. The last two.
They all individually go in the house, one by one. That's crazy.
Who remain are Sally and her brother Franklin. Hey, no, since they kind of gotta go make sure their friends are alive or whatever, they go out to look for them. But then they hear something. Leatherface comes out and kills Franklin too. I'm not that mad at that one. But again, like I said, he's still not the scariest part. When it gets scary is after Sally runs away all the way back to the gas station to see if she can find some help, she encounters the worker from earlier. And after asking him to help her and seeing him come back with a rope and a bag, she realizes they're in cahoots. Yeah, the gas station guy, Leatherface, and not just them two, but the hitchhiker from the start are actually a family of cannibals. Yeah, I know.
What? I have not seen this original one.
Cannibals. Yeah, I know. The hitchhiker, really? Who would have thought? And to me, this dinner scene after they kidnap Sally is the horror of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Tied up in a chair made of people on some Ed Gein stuff. Then across from you is a table of dudes who are doing a try not to laugh with your suffering. That's some scary shit. And what scares me even more about this is, you know you can't reason with them. They're rednecks. Sally tries to bargain by saying she'll do anything, and that doesn't even work. Oh, poor Sally. Don't you know they only do that stuff with their sisters? But before they, I guess, eat her, the brothers, because they're brothers by the way, don't let this older one fool you. The brothers decide instead of killing Sally themselves, they should let their grandpa do it. Oh yeah, their damn near deceased
That guy's alive?
Gramps was there too. And if you think he might not
That guy's alive.
be a cannibal, no, he's as bad as the rest of them. He even dances when he tastes his blood. So yeah, they decided they should let their grandpa do it. But since this dude freaking predates the dinosaurs, he keeps dropping the hammer. It's kind of like that SpongeBob episode, the firmly grasp it. And this was their biggest mistake. Because while they're trying to switch who holds the hammer, Sally breaks free and jumps out the window. Most realistic horror movie character, I swear. And it's daytime now, so she just starts hollering. And as the hitchhiker is slashing at her back, getting closer and closer to catching her, a freaking semi-truck runs him over. I forgot that happened. And this one ends with that same truck driver stopping to help Sally fight off Leatherface, only to run away. To where, I have no clue, but he's gone. He's gone. And
Why don't
luckily,
they just get back in the car?
pickup truck this time stops to save Sally just in time. Hey, maybe hitchhiking ain't so bad after all. Leatherface seems happy about it with that dance he's doing. Yeah, this one holds up too. It's a classic. I'm sorry, it's a classic. And now for the
Yeah, that did look like a better movie than the other ones that I've seen.
final, and by far the oldest movie of the video. And a movie I chose because I know it's something y'all gonna remember.
Nosferatu!
I know y'all recognize this guy. Nosferatu. First time I ever seen this.
Bro, I wonder how scary Nosferatu was for people in the 1920s. Like, that must have been nightmares for days, dude. Probably made people actually believe in, like, vampires.
It was the same place most of y'all seen. On SpongeBob, the hash-slinging slasher episode. And I remember covering my eyes when he would pop up at the end. This guy scared me, genuinely. So when I found out he was in fact real, like he had his own movie and SpongeBob ain't make him up, I put off watching it for years. Until like 2 weeks ago when I remembered it.
I don't know, man. I don't think I could sit through a movie from the 20s. Like, anything before, fucking, what is the one with the Yellow Brick Road? Is that Alice in Wonderland? No, that's not Alice in Wonderland. What the fuck is that? Yellow Brick Road, the old Tin Man dude. Wizard of Oz. Anything before the Wizard of Oz? Ugh. And I've watched, I was in a cinema class in college, and we had to watch, like, Casablanca and, like, other films. When was Casablanca? Like, 1940? Yeah, 1940. It's just bad. I think movies from that era are just, like, shitty most of the time. Like, I didn't dislike the film, but I'm like, hey, this would be a lot better if this movie wasn't, like, 80 years old.
Googled it and found out, bro, this movie's over 100 years old. 1922. To put that into perspective, when this movie came out,
The Roaring 20s, bruh.
Queen Elizabeth was in her 40s. Okay, I'm joking, but she was almost born. That's crazy. And even explaining it like that, I don't think y'all really understand how old this movie is. Guys, this movie is so old, it's a silent film. Like, no dialogue.
That's even worse, dude. I've watched, like, 10-minute silent films before, like, comedy ones. Oh, my God, the humor was terrible. It was literally like slip on a banana peel humor. Dude, if you watch, like, an old 10-minute silent film that's funny, I'm sitting in a quiet room just watching a guy, like, mime jokes. this is fucking awful. Like Charlie Chaplin, yeah. Slapstick comedy. I understand older like, you know, a while back, like humor's been subjective and humor evolves over time, but I really think people like before 1940 were the unfunniest motherfuckers of all time. Like, the funniest guy you knew would be like the cringiest guy in your friend group today. Like, no good jokes, no good humor, and it was all like surface level shit, and none of it was like raunchy or funny or like, you know, breaking any barriers. It was always like just like a knock joke would be the vibe of humor.
On some Charlie Chaplin stuff. But 100 years old and no speech. Does this movie hold up? I think so. Look, the movie's obviously not the same level of scary as some films today. Nowhere near, actually. It's a simple story about a vampire whose name isn't Nosferatu. It's actually the Count, who is trying to, you know, do
Count Orlok.
vampire stuff and suck the blood of this dude he met's wife. But y'all gotta understand how insane that must have been back then. This was before vampire movies were everywhere. Like, there was no romance ones like Twilight or any good ones like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. None of that. So for a little sheltered European boy to see this in theaters back then must have been traumatizing, even more than it scared me. But you're right. This is about how it holds up today. And y'all be happy to know that even 100 years old, it seems like horror movies don't change that much. Cause the main character in this movie is a idiot, just like in the newer ones. I'm serious, there's a scene, right? Well, I'll word it like this. If y'all woke up in the morning with bite marks on your neck and you have a roommate that only sleeps during the day, are you not gonna find that even a little suspicious? Just a little. Even if you don't know about vampires, you know this dude was awake at night when you got bit, so you could at least ask him what bit you. But yeah, point is, even though I may not watch it anytime soon or ever again, I think it holds up. In fact, I think there's modern horror movies that are much worse than this, much worse. Have y'all seen Imaginary? Talk about disappointment. Or maybe I'm just biased because he was in SpongeBob. Who knows? This one ends with the wife, whose name is Ellen, pretty much sacrificing herself and letting the Count suck her blood. And not because she's into it. No, this is not Carrie's mama. She did it to distract the Count, so when the sun rises, he doesn't notice, and the sun vanquishes him. Isn't it crazy that everyone in this movie is dead?
Bro, but like, okay, you're watching the movie? Silence. Radio. Silent film is unbearable. Watch like 5 minutes of a silent film and they'll throw stuff on the screen. Wowza! In big text if it's a comedy one. Oh, that's not what was supposed to happen. And because you have to fucking read it. You have to read it. It has music? Yeah, usually. Usually there's like dun, 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 or some random shit.
That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over today.
But it's always like silly clown music.
Final judgment, I think these old horror movies hold up for the most part. Honestly.
Wait, those shits are not copyrighted probably. I could probably pull up one. Old silent film comedy. Like, this shit had people dying, bro. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? Best of Buster Keaton's greatest stunts. All right, I'm done with this. W. What did ancient humans do all day before jobs existed?
You wake up when your body is ready. No alarm, no schedule, no place you need to be. You sit up, stretch, and ask yourself one question. What should I do today? For 99% of human history, this wasn't a hypothetical. This was every single morning for roughly 300,000 years. And
yeah, bro, but you're not waking up in a fucking bedroom going, oh, no alarm clock. What do I do today? You're waking up because you're sleeping in the outside. You're sleeping in nature. The sun rises. There's animals about. You're probably just going to wake up because it's time to wake up. Like, if you had to work on, like, circadian rhythm clock and you lived outside, you probably would wake up at, like, 7 a.m. every day because the sun's up. Like, maybe you sleep like an hour longer tops, but then you got shit to do, dude. You're gonna die if you don't get fucking food. I know there was, even in medieval times, like, once, like, alarm clocks didn't exist, but there were societies, there were people you could pay to, like, throw pebbles at your window to wake you up. Like, they would be your alarm clock. There was, like, a person whose job was to stay up, and, like, when the sun rose, you would wake them up. They were called knocker-uppers. Is that actually what they were called? Yeah, it was a job. Knocker-uppers were human alarm clocks, and they worked in Britain and Ireland during the Industrial Revolution. They were paid a few pence a week per person to wake up factory and mill laborers. Alarm clocks were expensive and unreliable. These people had long poles and pea shooters to, like, bang on windows, and they would wake your ass up. I love learning about jobs like that, like, used to exist, but now they're just, like, you know, in the future, irrelevant. So why would you ever have somebody do that?
Now, modern humans spend about 90,000 hours of their lives working. That's roughly 1/3 of your waking existence dedicated to a job. But for the overwhelming majority of human history, jobs didn't exist. There was no employment, no wages, no boss, no career ladder to climb. So what did people actually do all day? Let's start with what we know for certain.
Fucking hunt, walk around. If I was a kid, I feel like most of it was, like, cultivating food, right? Like, even before, like, farming, it was just, like, foraging for shit, hunting animals, making a fire, cooking the food, maybe improving on your shelter in some way, and then just fucking, you know. Infant mortality was through the roof. They had to constantly be having kids.
1963, archaeologist Richard Lee conducted a study that would change how we understand prehistoric life. He tracked the daily activities of the Dobeju.
When does gooning come in? I don't think they were ever gooning. I think they were just constantly having sex. Because it was like, if you were alive in, like, caveman times, the odds that you would live past the age of 5 was very slim. Like, you're probably dying when you're born. You're dying in the first year that you were born, or you're getting eaten or fucking some sort of disease in the first 5 years of your life. Like, one of the biggest things of science in general is the fact that we have reduced infantile mortality drastically. That's why our lifespan's up, right? There were a lot of people, like, when they say the average person didn't live till 25 in, like, caveman times, that's true, but the number's highly skewed from, like, people that died in infancy through early childhood. Like, if you were a caveman and you lived to, like, the age of 20, odds are you might live to fucking 45. Like, you'll probably figure it out. You know, you're not going to live to, like, you're 80, but there were people that were living till their 40s in earlier caveman times.
Swansea people in Botswana, one of the few remaining groups still living in a way that resembles pre-agricultural human life. He found that adults spent about 2.5 days per
1 in every 2 newborns died at birth. That, and then even in newer societies like the Spartans, 1 in 2 newborns died at birth. Maybe it might have been a little bit lower in that earlier society, but Spartan society, if your kid had a defect, they'd fucking throw it off a cliff. So it's like, you're getting a pull rate of, like, fucking 30%. Like, 30% of kids are actually making it into the adult world. Not even the adult world. 30% are getting cared for because the other 70% died or they threw it off a cliff. And then of that 30%, only, like, what? 80% of them live to, you know, a certain age. And then now they die when they're 20 because they have to enroll in the military and all this stuff. It was, like, brutal, man. Like, you always got to think, bro, Alexander the Great did all that shit before he was, like, 22. And then he died. Like, when you think of, like, people like that, like, Alexander the Great, he died when he was 32. Like, most of the shit he accomplished, he was, like, 20. We've all seen 300, mate, ... lol. Okay, Benny boy. We've all seen 300, the movie. They don't show them chucking babies off cliffs and the fact that to prove yourself in the Spartan army, you had to go kill slaves. They romanticize the Spartan army. The Spartans were brutal people. It wasn't allowed to kill, like, you weren't allowed to do it, but it was still an initiation ritual where you had to go fucking murder some guy. Like, there was crazy shit they did in Spartan societies that they didn't show in the fucking movies. It's just this war group of people where it's like, 300 men that are trained to go kill wolves and they have to prove themselves in the wilderness. It's like, yeah, it was more than that.
anthropologists look. The Hadza in Tanzania, the ache in Paraguay, the martu in Australia. Completely different environments, different continents. Same result, about 15 to 20 hours per week spent on survival activities. For context, you probably work twice that. Now, some of you are thinking, but those are modern people. How do we know ancient humans lived the same way? Fair question, and the answer comes from bones. When archaeologists compare skeletons of ancient humans to early agricultural populations, the difference is dramatic. Farmers were shorter. Their bones show signs of nutritional deficiency. Their teeth were riddled with cavities from grain-heavy diets. They had arthritis in their spines from repetitive labor, and they died younger. Ancient human skeletons, taller, stronger, healthier teeth, less joint damage. Their bones tell a clear story. They were doing less repetitive physical labor, not more. But the most fascinating evidence comes from something archaeologists found that shouldn't exist if survival was a constant struggle: art. In 1994, explorers discovered Chauvet Cave in southern France.
Yeah, it was clear they had free time. Like, they had time to kill. Cave art, even Neanderthals, non-Homo sapiens did cave art. Like, other versions of humans did cave art. Like, they were efficient enough to do shit. And I always think about that, too. Like, imagine being alive in a time where other versions of people existed. Like, not just, like, Homo habilis or, like, Neanderthals. Like, what was that one group of people that lived on, like, island countries and they were 3 feet tall? No, it wasn't Homo erectus. Oh, my God. Not Homo habilis. I think it's Homo florensis. Floresiensis. Homo floresiensis. It was like a cave. I can't show this. They're naked. It was a type of people that lived in Indonesia. And this is before Homo sapiens. And they were like averagely 3 feet tall. Like full grown. It wasn't like they were like little people or something. Like they were like averagely 3 feet tall. This is like the skull structure of them. You could look it up. All the images, they're butt naked. But they were like really tiny. And they lived and like flourished for like thousands of years. Like none of them are alive anymore, but they were alive 50K years ago. And then they went extinct. We're all if you are from non-African descent, the average, like, European individual, like a Caucasian male, is, like, 1 to 2% Neanderthal. Because they crossbreeded. And then we killed them.
Created roughly
or outcompeted them.
30,000 years ago. Horses.
Sucks there's different types of humans. Well, I think it would ground people more if there were different types of humans. I think we hold ourselves at this higher echelon because it's like, oh, we're not animals, we're people. But, like, if there were different types of humans, you would be like, oh, we're just animals. Like, it would be a lot more recognizable if there were, like, Neanderthals and Homo erectus still walking around. You'd be like, oh, there's, like, actually different types of fucking people, man.
Rendered with perspective, shading, and movement. These weren't crude stick figures. This was sophisticated art that required skill, planning, and most importantly, time. Someone spent hours, maybe days, deep inside a cave by firelight, painting animals on a wall. Not for survival, not for food, for beauty, for meaning, for something to do. In Blombo's cave in South Africa.
Well, and then even games. Like, what? Like, you could look up, like, I actually always look into this shit. Like, what's the earliest board game? What's the oldest game played? Like, what's the oldest game? Senet, an ancient Egyptian race game from the year 3100 BC. Bakamon from 3000 BC. So these were games for like 5,000 years ago. And then even then, there were probably just like stupid shit cavemen did. Like, who could hit this tree with a rock?
Archaeologists found 100,000-year-old
Soggy Biscuit. Yeah, Soggy Biscuit. A classic. An instant classic.
100,000-year-old perforated shell beads. Tiny holes drilled through seashells, clearly meant to be strung together as jewelry. The nearest coastline was 20 kilometers away. Someone walked 40 kilometers round trip just to collect shells, then spent hours carefully drilling holes with stone tools, just to look good. In 2008...
Yeah, but I wonder how they had that. I feel like they had to be collecting and doing stuff in that time frame too, because like he's saying 15 to 20 hours a week was spent foraging and hunting. And yeah, I will say you want to be more sedentary because then you're burning more calories. Like there's no point. I'm forgetting that there's no food storage. So if you have food for the week, like say you have raw meat and you've cooked it or you've like even maybe put it in salt like earlier on, like humans figured that shit out. Like, that's not lasting super long. Like, if you have food, okay, I'm good for 3 days, and then I got to go get more food. There's no point in getting food now because I have it right now. And if I get more food, it'll rot. So it's like, if you kill a deer, now you just do nothing for 3 days because you and your tribe are fine. Like, you're just chilling. So it's like, all right, let's kill time. Let's go fuck around. And then we got to go find food again.
Researchers found a 40,000-year-old flute carved from a vulture bone in Germany. 5 finger holes, perfectly spaced. Whoever made this understood music, they understood pitch, and they spent significant time crafting it. Not for hunting, not for defense, for music. These aren't
that's so cool, man. Somebody figured that shit out.
Isolated finds. Across Europe, Africa, and Asia, archaeological sites from 100,000 years ago onward are filled with evidence of decorative objects. Carefully crafted tools far more elaborate than necessary for survival.
From 100,000 years ago?
And items that required hours of focused work with no immediate practical benefit. This is what people did when they weren't securing food. They created. They decorated. They made things beautiful. So let's reconstruct a day. You wake up around...
Bro, I just want to know the first human that went, whoa, what? Who am I? You know? And then I assume that's where, like, it had to be, like, earlier language. Like, once language was made... You know, there were people that were using complex language to question feelings they once had. Like, before language, there might have been some sort of sentience and a feeling of, like, dread, and it's kind of unexplainable. And then now they're able to put it to words once they have language capabilities, like, generations down. And then there had to be a first guy that's like, wait, what are... When Canadians find a dead alien... I mean, is this going to be like a fucking... There's no... Okay, they're not... You're not going to actually be able to convince me that that is a real alien. Dead or alive, that just looks like a bulbous figurine. A bad prop. That one looked more real. I just fully... I fully think that anybody that claims to have found an alien and that alien is a bipedal creature with a bulbous head that looks like E.T. and they drive a saucer UFO is a fucking scam. I mean, yo, great way to, you know, actually disguise yourself as an alien is to just, like, pan into the stereotypes, but, like, I'm not going to believe that. 1992.
Over a decade ago, a very strange video emerged on the internet. It shows a recording of photographs taken in 1992 in Quebec, Canada. Those photographs depict what appear to be a short, naked corpse of a gray alien. What is also mysterious is how little...
If it has a dick, I'm not believing it. I'm putting that right now. If it has the same reproductive organs we do, nope. Nope. Or if it's smooth, that's also another thing. I need to see some weird, like, bulbous thing popping out of its, like, right shoulder that it uses to, like, reproduce.
Information exists on this case. And so,
ain't no way an alien penis is a thing.
Did a deep dive. The footage itself is one...
Almost every animal has genitalia on Earth. Almost every animal on Earth, right? And to say that I've said this a million times. So, you know, if you watch a lot of my content, it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse here. If you are an alien from another planet, light years away, tens, hundreds, thousands of light years away, and you make your way to Earth and die, I'm already questioning your intelligence. Like, how the fuck did you even get... You died? You died. You were capable of getting from thousands of light years away, right? Something that would take us, you know, millions of years to fucking get to. Like, with the current technology we have. They're able to get here in an instant, in one life. And then they die in the snow in Canada? That's already sketchy. And then on top of that, you evolved and developed, you know, maybe some level of consciousness perception on another planet. Say it's in the Goldilocks zone. You're not going to be bipedal. Why would you look like us and have 5 fingers and fucking all this other shit?
1 minute and 21 seconds long. It was uploaded by the YouTube channel called Étrange Videos in 2008.
That is a wooden doll. That is a wooden doll.
And again in 2013. And also included detailed comments from the uploader, giving context on its origin and claiming to be the one who did the recording. In total, there are 10 photographs of the corpse, and 3 other pictures to provide context. The first one is a depiction of Grays from an abduction account in a book, including the Charles Moody case from 1975. The second is a title screen saying Hiver 92, l'Annonciation, which translates to Winter 92, and l'Annonciation being a municipality in Quebec, Canada. The third picture is a map, with the location of the finding, Riviera Rouge. The last picture...
Where's the body? The government might have taken it.
Curiously, is a drawing.
What are the Canadians going to do with an alien?
Or rather, a petroglyph from Uzbekistan, showcasing what appears to be a luminous man. It was used by Eric von Daniken, specifically in his book Chariots of the Gods. Von Daniken is best known for his books on alien influence on early human...
Was God an astronaut? Bro.
Civilization, more commonly known as the ancient alien hypothesis, which is likely why it was included in the footage. The uploader, claiming to be the person who recorded this and uploaded it to YouTube, provided detailed context for where he or she got these photos from and their attempts at making them public. The uploader writes, "In the winter of 1992, while I was living in Montreal, a friend of my former roommate came to our apartment to show us some strange photos. These showed what appeared to be a creature of unknown origin, an extraterrestrial biological entity, or EBE, apparently lifeless, discovered by a snowmobiler or perhaps...
I'm cutting off its hand and keeping it. What? If I find a dead alien, I will... bro, if I find a dead alien, yeah, sure, I'll let the government know. I'm hacking off its arm and putting it in a box to be like, this is an alien's hand. Well, I'm going to show you a fucking 240p image and be like, yeah, this is a dead alien we found in the woods.
...too, in a field or wooded area not far from the road.
They'll mind wipe you? You think they have that? Dude, I mean, that's a hypothetical I've ran through multiple times, chat. Alien UFO crashes in your backyard. You know, what are you doing? Right? I'm going out with a weapon, but I'm gonna be kind of like half on the offense, half on defense. I'm gonna be like kind of peaceful, like, you know, just no. I'm not aggressive, but I'm ready. You know, in case they try to lunge at me or something. I don't know what disease it has, so I might like wear a hoodie and go like this, like poke it if it's dead. Like roadkill. I'd call my friend first, actually. I'd get Chris to pull up. I'd get Chris to pull up. Then we would both go outside with hoodies on and poke it. See what it is. Take a few pictures of it. Probably take part of its body. Write a note to myself in case they Men in Black mind wipe me. Put that away. Then call. Who do you call? Who do you call? You'd probably call like the police and say that you found it. They wouldn't believe you. Saul, the Ghostbusters. Yeah, I call the Ghostbusters. Hey, I know this isn't really ghost related, but this is something that you guys are going to want to see. I call one of the original actors in the Ghostbusters movie.
This friend stated the photos were from his cousin and were taken in Riviera Rouge in l'Annonciation.
Bro, but I just feel like the reason I wouldn't want to call the police is because if you found an alien and you call the cops, they're not roping you in on that shit. You know they're not. They're gonna barricade you in your house. They're gonna fucking rope that shit off and they're gonna say, fuck off. And they're gonna go deal with it themselves. They're not gonna help you, you know, or they're not gonna let you in on what they find. So I gotta be investigating some of that shit myself. I might put on gloves, you know, you don't know what fucking bacteria they got, like some brain-eating amoeba just living on their skin.
On Quebec, which is the circled place on the map. The snowmobiler, or one of them if there were more, retrieved a camera and began snapping photos. The other witnesses in the photographs arrived later by car. They then wrapped a cable or a rope under the arms of the corpse and used a branch to lift it up, hoping to avoid touching it.
That's smart. Oh my god, wait. No, this is making me believe it more. Because they don't want to touch it.
Strangely, they said they left the body out overnight, and when they returned the next day, it was gone, possibly taken by coyotes or other wild...
You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. They leave the body? I would camp that shit out with my life. See, now you lost me again. You got me, and then you lost me.
This anonymous uploader then writes, "We then asked him what he planned to do with the photos. He told us..."
I'm not mad if I go out that way either, you know? Like, if I see an alien, know there's alien life, intelligent alien life, and it gives me some disease and I die from it, I mean, I'm not happy, but like, you know, it's like at least you saw an alien.
He would try to contact someone in the field of ufology to try to solve the mystery. Before he left, I quickly grabbed my video camera and recorded the photos one by one. Later, this friend informed the uploader that he contacted Claude McDuff, an author in the field of ufology, and one who had written a book called...
I'd call Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'd email that motherfucker. I would just go live. I'd be streaming that shit on Twitch. Okay, I'm saying if I wasn't on, I'd stream that shit on Twitch. Are you kidding me? An alien, imagine the views. I don't give a fuck about the views. I'd be like, y'all better make sure they don't fucking Men in Black mind wipe me. You know? I'd be like, I'm not suicidal. I found this alien. You know?
The Trial of the Flying Saucers, which was an investigative
And then I would also do some shit. Right, see, that's how I would prove that alien's real, so the government can't hide that shit. Because chat would be like, you're lying, that's not an alien. I'd be like, what do you want me to do? And you'd go like, poke it with a stick. And then it jiggles. And I go, see? You go, cut it open. I go, okay. I go get a kitchen knife. Walk back out. Some like weird pus fucking spews out of it.
Fiction approach to UFO sightings and encounters, focused primarily in Quebec, Canada, using...
What? Okay, actually, chat, no. See, let me give you the hypothetical. I go live, and I'm, like, in the wilderness. It's, like, 2 in the morning. You're just, like, watching TV, you know, about to go to bed, and you just get a noti, and you're like, Joe Bartolozzi's live. That's weird. And you tap in, and I'm like... Guys, you need to see this. And it's like really low quality. It's like cutting in and out, right? It's cutting in and out. Like it's like 420p, like 10 FPS. You hear me, but like the video's low quality, and I'm like showing an alien, right? And I'm like videoing the alien, and I have like a big light spotlight on its body. Let's say it looks however you think an alien would look. What are you believing it, or what question would you be to be like, prove that's an alien? It's dead. It's dead. It's just in the wilderness. It's dead. Its spaceship is also, like, mangled on fire in the woods. Pick it up. You'd say pick it up. Open its mouth. Ooh. That'd be scary, though. Because what if it was still alive? Like a deer. You think it's dead, it starts kicking. Cut it open, lick it. Bro. Eat it? What? Nah. I feel like actually, dude, there would be some cornball that would send me 300 bits and be like, how much for you to eat its finger?
And compiled eyewitness testimonies and accounts from the early 1970s.
How much for you to take a bite of it?
However, McDuff informed this friend to not go public or attempt to make any money with the evidence.
How much? There's no amount of money. There's no amount of money for me to be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'd bite the... Dude, what? You're getting a disease.
Because, as he saw it, it would almost guarantee being discredited and humiliated, possibly in a public way. In any case, we were very surprised by the former ufologist's conclusion. Not wanting to be taken for kooks or crackpots, we simply decided to keep it to ourselves, as a sort of secret. We showed the video privately to close friends with open minds, but not to the public. Like many witnesses of unexplained phenomena, I also feared that if I showed the video to the public, people would end up mocking us. and
If
so the
my
tape was kept
friend-
as a secret.
If my friend that I've known for years randomly goes, I saw an alien a few years ago, here's some photos, I would be annoyed that they didn't take the alien's body. Like, I would be mad at them. I'd be like, why would you not put it in a box and cover it in salt and try and preserve it in some way? Like, you left it outside.
In this friend group, and shown only occasionally to people who they trusted. However,
That's actually TOS. You know, if I got banned on Twitch for showing a dead alien, I think I'd be okay with that. I don't think I would be upset. I don't think Dan Clancy would be mad at me as well. If in this actual scenario, I think if I showed a dead alien and then I got banned, I would be like, you know, this is for the greater good.
Fast forward 17 years later to 2008. In October 2008, around 17 years after the photos came into my life, I finally decided to try my luck at solving the mystery. Lacking the equipment to convert the VHS of the EB.
Yo, how do you live a regular life? Like that, bro, that's like the worst thing that could happen to you. That's like, I always talk about how I would love to see an alien, and I still stand on that. But like, logically thinking, you seeing Bigfoot, a Yeti, an alien, any mythical creature or scientific creature, humans, like, what are we?
The fire from last night is still smoldering. Someone adds wood. You eat leftover meat or fish from yesterday. Maybe some nuts or berries collected the day before. Breakfast is social. People talk. They plan loosely for the day. Not because they have.
If there was no language, did they have inner voice? No, because your inner voice would be what the language you spoke is. So it'd be more animalistic and emotional based, maybe image based, like imagery in your brain. But earlier languages, it started out as like, you could look into like how languages begin. Written language is a lot more complex in how I try to understand it. Like when we had to do this for like some fucking class I took. But it's like earlier humans, it started out as like just base grunts and like kind of emotional communication. And then it was more like common terms where they didn't have sentences that could string together. But if they said a like they would know like, meant fucking deer or some shit. That was a bad explanation. But like they had a common shared term for something. And then they got better at signing to each other if they had to be quiet. Like, oh, go over here. So they knew how to point and stuff. And then you start connecting that over thousands of years of like shared knowledge and what you're giving down to your kids. Eventually they're able to talk like we are in like a stringed way. They're able to more complexly or more in a complicated way share how they feel or how they think.
Because that's what humans do. Around mid-morning, a small group might leave to hunt or gather.
Because like you get what I'm saying very rapidly, but if you break down every word of every sentence that I'm saying, it's like it's correlated with some sort of meaning. Right? You just get it because you've spoken English for your whole life or most of your life, or like you understand English fluently. But like, if you're able to break down every term, it's like, oh, it's its own unique thing, obviously, with its own definition. This is a no shit moment. Somebody in chat say, no shit, Joe Bart, you're a dumbass, you're LARPing. What was I saying? Like that, it's just that over thousands of years just slowly combined. Boom, 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 boom. We need a word for this. Let's name it, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, no shit. I never understand how they put like an alphabet to something. Like or earlier, like Egyptian language makes more sense to me. Like the idea of having symbols that correlate with image in your mind, you know? Having like a Latin root, yeah, or like a fucking vowel. Like a vowel was the biggest thing in written language. Is like A-E-I-O-U. Being able to like connect phrases in that way, because it's like what we're saying makes sense, but when you read a language, it's so verbally different. That's how you have people that are illiterate. It's because you can understand a language verbally, but like writing it down, you know English as a language in two different ways. You know Spanish as a language in two different ways. Like you could learn Japanese and never be able to read it. because it's like you actually know two different modes of communication.
Here's the key. You don't go every day. If the hunt was successful 2 days ago and food is stored, you might not leave camp at all. You might spend the morning working on tools, sharpening a spear, weaving a basket, scraping an animal hide to make it soft and usable. This isn't...
And that's why it's like, it's always based off of something. It's usually based off of vocal, like written language is based off vocal language. But for somebody that's like deaf that learns ASL is its own unique language that isn't correlated to spoken English. It's like its own fucking thing. They still understand both, but like somebody that is deaf reads, say, written English and also is able to communicate with American Sign Language.
Work in the modern sense. There's no clock, no supervisor. You do it because competence matters, because being skilled earns respect, because making things well is part of being human. If hunting happens, it's not the frantic chase you see in movies. Humans are persistence hunters. We track animals at a steady jog for hours until they overheat and collapse. We're the only species that can do this effectively because we can sweat and regulate our body temperature while running. Most animals can't. So we outlast them. The hunt might take 3 to 6 hours, including travel. Then the animal is carried back.
Or even when they had the hunt for exhaustion, yeah, might take that long. But even if you have an instance where they have bow and arrows and they shoot one, they might shoot a moose. Like if you're an earlier human, you shoot a fucking big ass animal. You hit a kill shot, but now you just kind of have to follow the moose around for fucking 9 hours till it collapses. Because you can't rush at it because it'll kill you. But you just have to wait from afar for it to fucking die and bleed out.
And by early afternoon, the productive part of the day is essentially over. What happens next is what modern people find hardest to understand. Nothing and everything. People rest. They sit in the shade and talk. They play with children. They groom each other, picking through hair, reinforcing bonds. They make...
If you're an earlier human, your chill time is the equivalent of being just like a more evolved ape creature.
Jewelry from shells or beads or animal teeth. They carve designs into bones or stones. They nap. Anthropologist James Suzman documented that among the Zhuhuanzi, adults spend roughly 6 hours per day in what he called social time. Not working, not sleeping, just being with other people, talking, laughing, telling jokes, because in a world without money or police or written contracts, your survival depends entirely on your relationships. If people don't like you...
Yeah, but like when was there a fully spoken language where people were communicating in that way? What was the earliest spoken language? Well, I don't want to say an official language. It's impossible to know the first language ever spoken, true. Spoken languages leave no physical artifacts. Linguists estimate human speech emerged between 50,000 and 150,000 years ago, long before the invention of writing. Yeah, because written, that's where you're going to know is through written shit. Like Sumerians dating roughly back to 3400 BC, widely considered the oldest known written language. But even then, so say like 50,000 years ago, they had a definitive language they spoke to each other. Yeah, they just fucking chopped it up, just fucked around. But, like, what stories is there to do, you know? Because, like, when you hang out with your friends, you guys live different lives. You meet up. You have stories to share, things to talk about. If you're in a hunter-gatherer society with 8 people that you live with on a daily basis and you are around them all day, every day, like, what is there to talk about? You're not giving each other hypotheticals. You're not having fun, like, ooh, what ifs? What do you think about this? Oh, pop culture stuff. It's all just about, like, chilling and fucking, oh, food. Maybe that's where, like, earlier religions and, like, beliefs took place because they would talk about that. Like, what do you think? Like, philosophical shit, but, like, more surface level. But I feel like it'd be like very shallow conversations, yeah.
They don't have to share food when you're hungry. So you invest enormous amounts of time in those bonds. Not because it's productive, because...
They took shrooms and got geeked? I mean, we watched a video about that. Yeah, earlier ancient humans did get fucked up all the time.
Because it's how humans stay human. Then the sun sets, and this is when something remarkable happens. In 2014, anthropologist Polly Wiesner analyzed hundreds of hours of conversation recordings from the Zhuhuanzi. During the day, conversations were practical. Who saw animal tracks where? Which plants were ready for harvest? Complaints about someone not sharing fairly. But at night, around the fire, 81% of conversations shifted to stories. Myths about how the world began, tales of ancestors who did impossible things, jokes that made everyone laugh, adventures from far away. Wiesner argued that this is where human culture was actually born. Gods, spirits, the past, the future. Things you can only think about when your stomach is full and you're safe. And people didn't go to sleep and stay asleep the way you do now. Historical records from medieval...
I mean, yeah, even earlier, like, more, like, philosophers in the thinkers sense were all just rich people, bro. like Plato and all those guys, like it was very rare you'd have a philosopher in like early Greek times not be just filthy rich. Because if you weren't rich, you were working and you didn't have time to fucking sit on your ass and think about life for like endless amounts of time. So it's, yeah, during free time is when people have those thoughts.
Europe and sleep studies from the 1990s confirmed that before artificial light, humans slept in 2 phases. First, sleep for about 4 hours, then a wakeful period of 1 to 2 hours in complete darkness, then second sleep for another 4 hours. So here's what
I feel like that's how I live regularly. I feel like that is kind of just how I wake up at like, fall asleep, wake up 4 hours later, can't fall asleep for another hour, pass out.
a full day looked like.
And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, I could just like start my day. But then I'm like, oh, I'm just going to crash 5 hours from now.
About 4 to 6 hours securing food or making tools. About 6 hours in social interaction, storytelling, grooming, playing. About 8 hours sleeping in 2 separate phases, and the rest resting, sitting, watching clouds, doing nothing in particular.
Oh my God, having a fucking posted up Minecraft spawn. Holy shit. Living in just like a dope ass field on a beach, in a cave, in a mountain with a view.
Existing without needing to justify your existence through productivity. Then, about 10,000 years ago, something changed. Humans in the Fertile Crescent began planting seeds and domesticating animals. Agriculture. And agriculture is a trap. Once you start farming, you can feed more people. More people means you need more food. More food means more farming. Within a few generations, populations exploded and there was no going back. Because now there were too many mouths to survive by hunting and gathering. You were locked in, and farming required far more labor. Plowing, planting, weeding, harvesting, storing, defending crops from animals and raiders. The skeleton.
But that's the only reason any of us are alive. Like, if we didn't have agriculture and mass population growth, none of us would exist because your parents would have never met and your parents' would have never met. Like, there would be people and humans still on Earth, but they would all be very localized populations of hunter-gatherers that stayed in that circle for thousands of years. Like, if you have like, maybe your parents were in the same area, but, like, your grandparents might be from 2 different countries. Like, and then their grandparents are from a different area. Like, you would have never had people intermingle like, culture-wise or race. Like, if you're mixed, like, especially that. Like, if you're, like, half black, half Caucasian, there would have been 0 chance your ancestors would have fucking met without agriculture.
Early farmers worked harder, ate worse, and died younger than the hunter-gatherers who came before them. But the population kept growing, and with larger populations came specialists, toolmakers, potters, weavers, inventors, then soldiers, priests, administrators, and eventually jobs, employment. The idea that your time belonged to someone else in exchange for resources. By the time we built cities, the original human lifestyle was gone, replaced by schedules, obligations, the need to work most of your waking hours just to survive in the system we created. Today, you spend 90,000 hours working.
And it's a constant loop of return to increase production. Like, any surplus of goods is reinvested into the system to grow the system. Like, we're constantly serving the future rather than the present. Anything that you do that's like, oh, this is more efficient, now we could do this. No, let's, like, we watched a video about that with factories. Like, if you're able to, like, more effectively produce energy, instead of just making energy cheaper, you just make more shit that needs energy. Like, that's why prices of that stuff never go down. Because whenever we get better at making something, you just make more things that need that shit. Because now we'll just keep that at like a stagnant $2. We'll make it more efficient, and then we'll add more stuff. So you have more luxuries, but those luxuries never get cheaper.
Your ancestors spent way less. You sleep in 1 block and call waking up at 2 a.m. insomnia. They slept in 2 phases and used the middle hours for reflection. You spend your life chasing an illusion of greatness, achievements, wealth, and success by standards society invented. They woke up every morning already free, already enough, and at peace with nothing to prove to anyone. They didn't need to become successful. They were already living the life you're.
Yeah, I wonder if there was like a level of, like, what level of depression existed within earlier humans. I don't think it was ever depression. I think there was higher rates of anxiety. Like, that's what I think existed more. I think depression was very far and few between in earlier humans, and it was almost certainly just full-on anxiety. because you're just worried about dying. Worried about dying, worried about the future. Your fucking leg's injured. You're bleeding out. You have an infection. Like that type of shit.
Working your entire existence to retire into. You make art if you can find time after your job.
Like you trade freedom for safety in modern society. Like the freedom of this era was better, but it's like you could die at any time. There's no net to catch you.
Made art because they had time, and that's what humans do. We're not a different species, but we live so differently from how humans lived for 99% of our existence that we might as well be. We traded freedom for food security, leisure for population growth, time for productivity, and most of us have no idea what we gave up, because we never knew it was there.
You think somebody said you think they gambled? Maybe, but I don't know, dude. Imagine being the first guy that made a casino. Holy fucking printing. You're the first guy that invented, like, blackjack, and you're the house. Fuck. You probably raked in money, man. Going to the OG slots. Well, not even the OG slots, bro. Those were, like, glitchable. I'm just saying you're the first dude that invented, like, a roulette wheel. Bet on it. And you're just the house. Infinite money glitch. Legitimately. But everybody would hate you. All right. I have to go piss. And then we'll hop into the last video. If you saw that and then no one believed you, you would be the crazy guy that saw an alien. Like, you wouldn't be able to, like, just go to work the next day.
Photos into a digital file, I had to film the VHS footage with my digital camera by recording it off the screen of my tube TV. I then uploaded the video online through the video sharing site YouTube. Thanks to this format, anyone can remain anonymous, and by avoiding judgment, share their stories or discoveries in peace.
Lame.
From there, the video was briefly
lame. Bro, I feel like I would just be like, this is an alien I saw.
Picked up within ufology circles, but not to the degree that the uploader had.
Them being anonymous makes me think it's fake.
They write, to help witnesses come forward or encourage investigators to take an interest, I included the email address etrangevideos@yahoo.ca at the bottom of the video description on YouTube. Strangely, at first, only one Quebecois investigator came forward, a certain Mr. Morin from Avni, Quebec. He published the details of the case on his website, where I used the pseudonym Mr. R. In December 2008, a journalist from a local newspaper in Riviera Rouge wrote an article about the video. We stayed in touch by email, in case any witnesses pictured in the photos eventually came forward. In January 2009, I reached out to another investigator. However, he declined to investigate, mainly because the only proof I had was the VHS.
That's why you cut off its dick. Cut its dick off. They got whole museums about penises, bro. If you had its dick, they would be like, this isn't a dick of an animal I've seen before. Must be another creature.
2013, I received an email from a Mr. Garcia in Mexico who worked for a TV show called Tercer Milenio, or Third Millennium. He wanted a Skype interview.
You know they had a penis museum in Iceland and I didn't go? And I didn't know about that until recently, and I'm really upset about it. I'm really upset about it. Because I would have so gone to that. A museum where I just walk around, there's just a bunch of penises in jars from, like, varying animals. How interesting that would be. I think I need to go back just for that. I go back for 6 hours, go to the museum, leave. Why would you want to do that? Dude, I love weird museums. I love a museum where it's like, this is a man's colon that was enlarged so much that it ended up killing him. This is a random artifact. I love, like, weird museums. Stuff like that. Like, when we went to Salem and it was the torture museum, bro, that was sick. Being able to see all that.
Anonymous. By January of 2016, the 2008 upload had amassed well over 400,000 views. That same month, a YouTuber named NewBeat2012 uploaded a detailed breakdown of the tape called Authentic Alien Grey EBE Footage Analyzed, Quebec, 1992, which was specifically mentioned by the uploader. I looked into NewBeat2012, and thanks to the Wayback Machine, I found that NewBeat did indeed exist, as did his video, which was also available. In the video, he explicitly talks about the anatomy of the being and how much detail it had. A bit more than what would have been expected from an amateur prop maker in 1992, especially for a hoax. In his video, Newbeat looks at 5 distinct areas: the neck, the legs, pectorals, arms, and torso, and shows
Why are we using these images on a fucking alien video, bro?
that these areas have a great deal more of detail than what
Elon Musk?
otherwise a simple hoax may require. Now, naturally, this is difficult to fully claim given the low quality of the original video, but you do seem to be able to make out distinct details of the neck, as he shows here, along with the shoulder area.
I don't know, bro. I refuse to believe that weak-ass neck would fucking hold his bowling ball of a head up.
Along with the shoulder area. And a clear view of the sternomastoid, more commonly recognized as the V-shaped muscles you see connecting from behind the ear down to your collarbone. And what may be a coracobrachialis, pectorals, and abdominals. But what I found most interesting was his analysis of the legs, which genuinely do seem to have a lot of muscle definition.
No deck!
When props of aliens are made, there is usually some basic musculature included, some of which would be the same areas that Newbeat 2012 highlighted, but this one stood out the most. You can see what appears to be fairly recognizable muscles comparable to a human leg, and that begs the question, would a prop for a hoax in the early days of YouTube require this?
And why is every alien, bro? Do you really think aliens would be that scrawny? Like, the more intelligent they get, the weaker they get? Because every, like, fake alien image I've ever seen looks like some 3-foot alien I could throw against the wall and it would shatter. Like red mist. Like, I'd just punch it and it would just die. Like, just fucking, they have the structural integrity of an infant. Like, you literally, you just throw them and they die.
Here, he inverts a close-up of the body, and you can see what looks like, at first, wrapping. But I don't believe this is wrapping. I believe it's peeling, blistering outer skin. Schizo checkpoint ahead. A tinfoil hat is required beyond this point, because we're going in one level deeper. In 2023, an alleged whistleblower came forward on r/aliens discussing, in depth, the anatomy of gray alien corpses he studied on behalf of the US government. It became rather infamous in ufology circles for how detailed the science presented behind their biology was. This post was even covered by AJ from the Y-Files in a 1-hour, 30-minute stream on his channel, The Y-Files Backstage.
The guy who posted it, whoever he was, or she, he reads like a man.
Now, this case will get its own video, as I have a lot to say on it, but for now, I only want to pick out the crucial details and compare them to this case. This alleged whistleblower on Reddit wrote, "The gray skin that is often described in folklore is in fact a biosynthetic film which, likely, serves to protect the EBO, or extra biospheric organism, from a hostile environment. It doesn't provide effective protection against temperature changes, but it does offer adequate protection against the passage of liquids."
What, so their skin's good for fucking, protecting them from getting wrinkled in the water? Like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's possible that this film confers other advantages, but my knowledge on the subject is limited. Under the gray film, the epidermis is rather white, and the texture is very regular and without any hair. So, from my perspective, it may be possible that this wrapping we see is the outer skin coming apart. In fact, a lot of the physical details of this corpse match this man's account. For instance, he also wrote, "The head contains 2 large, oversized eyes, 2 nostrils without protuberance, a narrow mouth without lips, and 2 ear canals without..."
Yeah, mouth without lips. How's it eat?
Auricles. There is a mandible, but the musculature is vestigial. There are no teeth or tongue in the oral cavity. So
it just sucks in food. It just what is it, a filter feeder, bro? Oh my god.
We see in the video is essentially an exact match. 2 large eyes, basically a flat nose, a very narrow lipless mouth, no ears, and a small jaw. This is what he wrote about the eyes.
Yo, I'm killing that thing. Yo, I'm killing that thing. Oh my god. Chat. All right, new scenario. I fucking go live. I go live 2 a.m. There's a crashed alien ship. There's a crashed alien ship. And it's like on fire. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I got to go investigate it. And I have like a hammer because it's the only thing that I found is a weapon. And I go I walk up to it and it's like it goes, and it's like crawling out. And you just watch me mallet its head in. I just fucking kill it. Just right there, you're like, yo, we could have spoken to it. And I'm just like, it had to go. It was a threat. I just kill it. Just right there and then. Oh my God. I would be upset at you. You would be mad. Would you guys be okay, chat? What if I was like, I was scared though? Like the alien comes crawling out and I just fucking instantly start killing it. It's the only one in the ship. Now it's just dead. We couldn't ask it any questions. Before I killed it too, it could have been making a noise, but it also kind of sounded like it was going, help, help. And I just fucking like murdered it.
Like the skin, the eyes are covered with a semi-transparent biosynthetic film.
He was reaching. I have a fucking gun. I have a taser. I just have a taser. I'm like, stay where you are. Stay where you are. I point the gun at it. It's like, I'm not.
That offers the same environmental protection while providing protection against certain wavelengths and light intensity. When the film is removed, a more traditional eye is revealed. It's about 3 times larger than a human eye, and there are no eyelids. In other words, the black eyes of the gray are just very large human-like eyes with a dark film cover to them, no different than how you or I would wear sunglasses. Interestingly, this may be seen in the video where we see what appears to be the whites of eyes being visible. Then again, this also could be snow. So the eyes of the
old horror movies, before it even starts, old horror movies in what sense? Like old Dracula? Dog shit film. The earliest horror movies were terrible. Jump scares were bad, and people were shitting their pants over literally the least scary thing possible. But the era of slashers, Jason, Scream, or Friday the 13th, Scream, Ghostface, Freddy Krueger, awesome. I will say though, I wasn't a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. I've seen like almost every like type of slasher film. Not a lot of the Jason films, but I've seen almost every Scream movie. I think I've seen every Michael Myers movie, or Halloween rather. But I did not like Nightmare on Elm Street. Leatherface is kind of lame.
As much as I love them, horror movies nowadays,
Texas Chainsaw's goated.
Just don't hit the same. But is this true? Are horror movies from
No, horror movies hit more than they ever have. I think horror movies today would actually kill people in the 80s. I'm so serious. Like, yes, The Conjuring isn't modern, but even like newer horror films, like a Blumhouse movie or some shit, I think I would love to teleport back to the 90s when people were like getting ready to watch fucking Scream or some shit. And then throw on fucking what is the most scary? What is the scariest movie of all time? It's not Conjuring. Oh my God, he has tapes in his attic. I've seen the movie. No, it's not Terrifier. Sinister. Sinister is supposed to be like the scariest film ever, based on heart rate. Like scientifically, I think Sinister is the scariest film ever made. When they did an experiment, they tested people's heart rate. And, like, it had a lower peak heart rate, but the average heart rate of somebody watching Sinister was, like, 120 or something. Like, you're just stressed out the whole fucking movie. It's not even scary. I agree. I think it's more of a stressful film. I didn't think Sinister was that scary. I think Conjuring is the scariest movie I've ever seen. Disturbing Terrifier.
The 70s, 80s, and 90s really better or scarier? Well, that's what we'll find out today. Today, ladies and gents, I'll be going over a few horror movies from back in the good old days to not only figure out how well they hold up, but to answer that question. Are retro or vintage or old horror movies really better? Are they? I'd like to know.
Dude, they're very predictable. That's the only problem. So they're kind of like comfort films in a sense, even if you've never seen them, but they're so predictable. If you're watching a Jason film, there's going to be a naked woman. She's going to take her top off. She's going to be the first one to die. Almost always. The virgin lives. The virgin lives almost always as well. And that's like, for some reason, a part of every horror movie. And, you know, every Jason film, it'll just be like, oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Let's go skinny dipping. It's like, what? And then fucking Jason is watching from the distance. Kills you.
And in the end, I'll go over one of the oldest horror movies ever to see how it holds up over a century.
Nosferatu.
Later. Yeah, a century. And the first one I got up is called
Nosferatu came out in fucking 1920. Slumber Party Massacre. Guarantee you there's probably like 8 topless women in this film. I've never seen it.
Now, some of you may know this one, and some of you may just read the title and think, Slumber Party Massacre? That sounds a lot like Texas Chainsaw. I know what it sounds like. And I'm gonna get to that one too. I'm doing this one first though. Slumber Party Massacre is a 1982 movie where we follow a group of girls who, unbeknownst to them, are being stalked by a serial killer. And I gotta say this now, if it's something these old movies had, it was that nudity, bro. Like, my goodness, did I click the wrong movie? Either that or I just stumbled upon a lost episode of Euphoria, because dang, that's a lot of butt, bro. But yeah, we follow...
And out of nowhere, too. Like, it'll just be like, oh, let's take our tops off. What?
A group of girls who are being stalked by a serial killer.
What? You ever watch a sex scene with your parents? Bottom 3 experiences.
Who uses a drill as...
Bottom 3 experiences. You feel the silence. You feel the silence.
His weapon, a drill.
So awkward.
And since they don't realize they're being stalked, they set up a sleepover like it's a normal night. They ordered pizza, gossip. They even broke out the dub pack. Don't do drugs, y'all. But what they ain't know is that it only made it easier for the killers to catch them lacking. And so the girls have to try and survive the night before the killer could turn this slumber party into a massacre. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've only seen this movie once, but I think this movie holds up. I think it does. The characters are likable and realistic, which you...
What's the horror movie where the guy controls bees? Oh my God, what is the name of that film? Somebody knows. He controls bees. Candyman. Yeah.
Can't say about every single horror movie.
I've never seen... I see clips of Candyman.
Movie. Like, they're not just some...
Never seen that movie. I always get so confused when I read the description. I'm like, what do you mean he controls bees?
No personality dummies who are just there to die. The killer is actually scary. I mean, have y'all ever seen a dude whose main weapon is something you can only find at Home Depot? Like, what? And then they even had some funny moments. It's a good movie. I mean, this is 1982. This is the same year Thriller came out. Of course it's gonna be good. And I know it's not the massacre horror movie people usually think about, but I just wanted to show this one some love because I feel like nobody talks about it. And don't worry, I'm gonna get to the one you're thinking about. But first I gotta talk about...
I have never heard of any of these films. Carrie? Wait, what's the one movie where there's that really... Is it Carrie? There's like a really creepy scene at the end. Oh my God. It's like the movie's not scary and then there's a scary twist. Is it Carrie? Somebody help. Somebody help. It's like a woman and she's facing... Is that Carrie? Carrie movie... A Carrie ending scene. No, it is not Carrie. Oh my God. No, it's like they're sleepaway camp. It might be sleepaway camp. Ending scene. I want to show you guys the scene. It's so disturbing. Oh my God, it is this. So disturbing.
Angela!
Wait, where? I only can show like a small snippet. Oh, it's so fucking weird. Just the face she makes. Imagine watching this like 2 in the morning.
How can it be?
Terrifying. Terrifying. Oh my God. Scary as shit, dude. It's like a skinwalker or something. It just starts going for like 3 minutes. It's not scary. It's uncanny. I think uncanny shit's the scariest. Oh my God. There was one movie I watched in 8th grade as a part of class, and it was super fucking scary. Again, we're going to do another game where I describe the movie and you tell me what it is because I don't remember it. They suck your body, pause. They kill you, create a clone of you, and when they find you, they go like this. And then they kill you again. It's not Barbarian. What is that movie? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Chat's so good at this. Super scary film. Super scary film. And they don't really use, like, that much. It's like a 1980 film, but it's like, dude, every monster, you don't know if somebody's like it. And then when they find you, they all just point at you and scream. Oh, I got to rewatch that.
Next movie I got up.
was a good fucking movie.
Up is Carrie from 1976. Notable things that happened this year: Red M&M's got removed from the bag, and Ryan Reynolds was born. Now, I had never seen this movie before I thought of making this video. I heard of it because it's insanely popular, but I had never seen it until today. And I'm gonna say it now, this movie caught me off guard, because watching it, you wouldn't think it's a horror movie at all, up until the end. So in Carrie, we follow a girl named Carrie. Shocker. She's a quiet and shy high school senior with an extremely religious mother, I'll get to that in a second, who's sort of an outcast at school. She gets bullied, like, a lot. And we see how bad this bullying gets when one day while they're in the locker room, and I'm sorry, I know I'm still introducing this one and I said it with the last movie, but these old movies really had that nudity. Like, I can't even show a single clip of this locker room scene because it's just straight Tata's butt and bush, bro. You know that's how they rocked it back then. Y'all gonna have to start questioning y'all grandparents.
Bro, I used to rewatch that one scene from Harold and Kumar. Oh my God, bro. I remember when I was a kid and I found that movie, that shit was crazy. I mentioned that there's a bottomless party in the Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay, and dude, it's just like straight bush. You're a gooner, bro. No, like, chat. I remember my mom would be like going to work. I'd be like, can I rent this movie? She's like, you've seen it 3 times. I'm like, I just really love that movie. Just straight fast forward to that scene, just rewatch it over and over again, bro. Oh my God, I had to be 10 years old. I'd be 10 years old, maybe. Oh my God, I don't even think she knew what the movie was about. I was like, it's just a comedy film. It's Harold and Kumar.
Why were they so freaked out? But yeah, as I was saying, we see exactly how bad the bullying gets when one day while she's in the locker room taking a shower, Carrie out of nowhere gets her first period. And since her mom never told her what a period is, again, I'll get to that in a second, she starts tweaking. And instead of helping her while she panics, all the other girls in the locker room just start throwing tampons and pads at her. Man, I know I've said it.
How closeted of a person would you have to be to not know what a period is? To like full panic when you get it, and then like, that's crazy.
This before when I went over the black
cock meat sandwich. Yeah, that's in Harold and Kumar. Somebody said a child ? Well, I'm saying your parents would teach you about that. Like, she has to be like a religiously closeted family for them to not tell her, hey, you're probably gonna get a period at some point.
Bullying is bad, but 70s bullying gotta be the dumbest shit I have ever seen. How you gonna bully a girl for something y'all all do? All of y'all. I don't care how crazy she reacted. I'd flip out too if I didn't know I started bleeding on my freaking wee-wee once a month. Thankfully, Carrie's gym teacher, Miss Collins, interferes, telling the other girls to leave Carrie alone. And then she slaps Carrie to calm her down. I'm telling y'all, the 70s was wildin'. But amidst all this chaos, we saw 2 very important things happen. One, while Carrie was panicking about her period, for some reason this light bulb completely shattered. Like, completely. Unless she was hitting some high notes or something, that's a little odd. And 2, we see one of the girls who was bullying Carrie, Sue, start to actually feel bad for her. In fact, she felt so bad that the next day when the gym teacher's punishing the girls by making them do all these exercises, she doesn't complain at all. That wasn't the case for everyone though, because this girl Chris was pissed about it. She didn't think they deserved to be punished like this, much less over bullying Carrie. So she confronts the gym teacher, you know, give her a piece of my mind.
Oh!
The 70s wildin'. But yeah, Sue felt very bad. So to make it up to Carrie, she
bro, ain't that crazy that teachers used to be able to hit students?
Decides to ask her boyfriend Tommy to take Carrie to prom instead of her.
Fucking smack the shit out of you. I'd be like, bro, what? Used to? ? Yeah.
Which is just insanely sweet.
I mean, there's people that do it now, but it's not allowed.
Truly, truly selfless. That's exactly why I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's Jimmy from South Park. You think I'm gonna let you take my...
Zod said I got beat in high... Oh, I was gonna say. Said I'm playing. I was gonna say, you got hit in high school? You're gonna say, bro, you didn't report that shit?
I go to prom just so you can feel better? This ain't like borrowing a pencil, bro. This is my girl. You're not gonna just, I'll give her back to you after prom. No. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. I hope you find a date though. I can do that. But that's what Sue wants to do. So Tommy agrees to ask Carrie. And after saying no the first time, thinking it was some sort of mess.
Bro turned zesty from poop. You won't believe it. Can't wait for this watch.
On tomorrow's teachings.
No, Bobby, don't do it. Billy would never do that. What are you talking about?
That was a sneak peek. I have no idea what that was just a bunch of B-roll clips. What was that? Steak was unbuckling his pants. Somebody was getting choked out.
Hey, little bro. Just want to let you know I went on a date with your ex-girlfriend last night.
Get out of my room, Billy.
Hey, What's this?
Dating your brother's ex-girlfriend? Is that how? That's got to be more up than like dating your friend's ex, right? Dating your that's not even like a bros thing. That's like genuinely fucked up to try and date your siblings like ex or talk to somebody that your sibling used to speak to.
Kid discovers mom is actually an alien. You won't believe it. Bobby, this is the dumbest crap I've ever read.
I don't understand storytelling, Billy. It's a really compelling story, and I'm gonna shoot it soon. I'm gonna make it.
Ow. You don't even know.
This is so hand.
A camera, Bobby. You don't even know where to begin. And even if you did, nobody would watch it because you have 0 followers, 0 subscribers, and nobody would ever want to watch your stupid, pathetic little channel.
I have good ideas. I just need the right opportunity.
You know what, Bobby? I'm gonna show you what I think of your brilliant script.
What are you doing?
Oh, is he gonna poop on the ideas? Have you guys ever taken like not in a toilet? I did. Maybe when I went when I went camping. No, even then, I've always pooped in a toilet. I pooped in a bush. I think if I had a shit really bad, I could just fucking straight up squat and poop. But I would need to wipe my ass with toilet paper. People that are wiping their ass with leaves, bro, you got shit in your ass. You got shit in your ass. What the fuck? That's a really perfect turd. I think that actually might just be like a crushed up candy bar. That's actually a script for... I think that's one of their other videos. Oh my god, he rubbed it. That has to be... Yo, that has to be like a biohazard. That's like a biological warfare attack right there.
Oh!
Oh! Isn't that actually a crime? Okay, I don't want to say I was actually soft pitching the potential of throwing a possum in a nightclub, but I'm pretty sure that's like actually a real, like, if you threw a dead animal with diseases or something like in a public area, that would be like a genuine, borderline like terrorism crime. Yeah, it'd be like bioterrorism.
Being me nonstop and I can't take it anymore. He just pooped on my new script.
What are you talking about, Bobby?
Mom, I'm serious. He literally came into my room, read it, and defecated on it.
Billy would never do that. What are you talking about? He's been here the whole time helping me with dishes.
I'm not making this up.
Yeah, Mom, I would never do that. Bobby, are you okay? Why are you making up lies about me? I'm your brother. I love you.
The script is right there. Steak is reading his lines in front. I can see it.
I'm not making up lies. He just ruined my script. He's a liar. He pooped on my work.
Okay, go to your room now. Stop accusing your brother of nonsense. Billy
They're all reading their lines. Bro, this had to have been made in one cut.
would never do that. No wonder your girlfriend left you if this is how you act.
But Mom!
Go to your room until you have an apology for your brother. Go to your room now!
I hate their shirts, bro. Who would... dude, okay, I'm not trying to clown on that. Who would buy that? Content creator? I would buy the fucking, not a McGriddle. What is that? Sausage, egg, McMuffin? I would buy that shirt.
But Mom!
Now!
Why don't I go check on him and make sure he's okay?
You're such a nice brother. Thanks for doing that.
I know. Listen up, little bro. Don't you ever try to rat me out again. Next time you try to expose me like that, I'm gonna film me and your ex-girlfriend making out and make you watch every single second of it.
Why are you being so cruel to me? You're supposed to be my big brother. You're supposed to support me.
Dude, you know what's crazy, though, is there's actual instances of, like, people dating two different siblings in Stakes here. Steak, how long did this Steak, how do you know the Tomorrow's Teachings people? You're in like all of their videos. Did this take like a day to film?
Cruel to me. You're supposed to be my big brother. You're supposed to support me, not tear me down.
You really want to know why I hate you so much?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because of what you did to Dad.
It was supposed to be a simple moment.
Who the fuck throws a football like that?
It was supposed to be a simple moment. A dad and his son playing catch in the yard, laughing between each throw, until one moment changed everything.
Oh my god, he was texting and driving and ran over his dad.
That was 2 years ago.
Wow.
You're still holding on to that, Billy?
Still holding on to it? Bobby...
He would not die from that. You're driving in a rural neighborhood. How fast do you think you need to get ran over for you to... Okay, I don't know if this is a conversation that I want to have. I feel like if you hit me with a car going 20 miles an hour, I probably wouldn't die. Unless the wheels ran over my body. Like, if you just hit me, I think I would break a bunch of bones. I think you would need to be going like 40.
Me and Dad can't play catch anymore because he's a vegetable now. All he does is sit on the couch and look out the window.
Is he watching these AI videos right now? What the fuck?
He just sits on that couch staring at nothing because of you.
It was an accident.
I don't care if it was an accident. I'm gonna make it my personal mission to ensure you never become successful. You destroyed our family, now I'm gonna destroy your dreams. See you later, loser. I got a date with your ex.
Everything seemed to fall on him at once, especially since he always felt like his PP came up short compared to his brother in everything.
That was not mentioned anywhere else in the fucking video. What are we talking about dick size now? What does that have to do? Also, why does he know the fucking length of his brother's penis? That's not... What the fuck? Why would you know that? Why would he know that?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey.
Your brother told me you were some YouTube scriptwriter wannabe.
So?
You're a loser. Scriptwriting? You're such a loser. Why don't you get a real job?
So what?
That face was looking real punchable in third period. Smell that?
No.
Piece of poop.
Why is there just poop everywhere? There's just fucking shit everywhere. Now he just keeps getting shit rubbed in his face.
Please don't.
You're gonna eat this.
Oh my god, bro. I'd rather die. I would rather die. A bully tries to force you to eat fucking feces, bro. I'd go, no. Just kick my ass.
If you don't, your sister's gonna eat it.
No, Bobby, don't.
Oh my god. What are we in a saw trap? What the fuck is this? Is this Am I talking to Jigsaw when he was in high school? If you don't eat the shit, your sister's gonna have to.
Do it! Bobby, no.
Eat up.
She could just walk away. Like, she could just leave. I mean, I'd at least ask for like a piece of bread. You know, make it a shit sandwich. Damn, dude, you think you could? I think I could get down a shit sandwich. Oh my god, I don't know. I feel like if I had to eat a shit sandwich, I would most likely want it to be like cow poop. Rather than my own shit, what would be like the best poop to eat for a shit sandwich? Like the least disgusting. I feel like cow poop's mainly grass, so it's not bad. You know what I mean? Have you ever been in cow poop? Okay, not. Have you ever walked in a field that has cow poop? It's like rabbit shit. Rabbit shit kind of looks like Cocoa Puffs.
No! No, don't do it! Bobby! Bobby! Bobby, ew!
Oh!
At this point, he was done and tired of feeling this way. He was ready to make something happen for himself, looking for any spark of inspiration, until an idea unexpectedly popped into his mind.
Is he baking poop right now? Like, what is this video turning into? Kind of looks like a cosmic brownie.
Joke. With some encouragement from Miss Collins, Carrie eventually does say yes. She will go to prom with Tommy. But let's not forget, guys, Carrie's mom is extremely religious. Like, extremely. Like, not only does she never...
How does this turn into a horror film, though? Does she, like, kill her kid?
Never tell Carrie about her period because she believes getting it is a sin? What? But she also locks Carrie in the closet and makes her pray anytime she thinks she's misbehaving. So it's pretty much safe to say she's a bit strict. So when Carrie tells her about going to prom with a boy, it did not go well. They pretty much start arguing back and forth. Carrie saying that she wants to go and that not everything's a sin. Her mother saying she needs to go to the closet and repent. But just like the light bulb situation from earlier, while they're arguing and Carrie grows increasingly frustrated because her mom's not listening and she's walking away from her and... Oh, hell nah. This is when Carrie tells her mom, and us pretty much, that she has telekinesis. Yeah, on top of...
What? What? I thought, what a weird plot twist. I thought this was going to be like, oh, she goes to the prom and the guy kills her or something.
Tells her mom, and us pretty much, that she has telekinesis. Yeah, on top of cramps, turns out her first period gave her access to some supernatural abilities. Anytime Carrie gets upset or concentrates, she can move stuff with her mind. Which is like, alright, my puberty gave me voice cracks and random boners, and she gets superpowers.
Oh my god, bro.
What y'all doing? And
literally just talking, you'd be like, yeah, so I was going the other day.
Carrie's mom was obviously terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I would be too. She tells her it's the devil. The same devil.
Morning Wood. Bro, now that shit was the worst, bro. You're in middle school, you gotta give a speech. Not right now. Not right now.
It took your father.
I can't. No.
Away. But Carrie tells her, oh, mama, it wasn't the devil. He just ran off with a woman, mama. I know that low-key hurt. Then she also tells her mama, I'm going to the
Libby, you cannot relate to that.
prom, and you can't stop me. Who is she feeling like? Who? Think you cold, Carrie? You know you cold, Carrie. And so Carrie was going to the prom. We even get a cute montage of her and Tommy getting ready for the prom in their own ways. Carrie makes a dress and learns how to do her makeup. Tommy goes with his...
I had to get up once, though. It was so embarrassing. Just pitching a tent. You just... you just stood up and walked into the front of the class.
Friends to get a suit. I'm telling you, you nearly forget this is a horror movie. You see Carrie all excited to go. Her mom is obviously still being a negative Nancy the night of, saying everyone's gonna laugh at her and freaking hitting herself. All right, calm down, lady. But Carrie just sits her down using her mind powers and leaves. And then Carrie and Tommy arrive at the prom. And not only is this the beginning of the end, but this is also where it gets a little sad for me. Not because of anything Tommy did. No, him and Carrie actually had a blast. Carrie talked with Miss Collins, who was very happy for her. Aww. Tommy and Carrie laughed it up and talked about going to an after party. Okay, I was trying to refrain from saying this, but can this dude not be Joe's cousin or something? Joe, if you watching this, am I tripping or can you not be
That
cousins?
does look like me. That does look like me. I don't know who that is, though.
Bruh. But yeah, he flirted and danced with her. And he even kissed her. Hey, Tommy, don't you got a girl? Scandalous. But knowing everything Carrie has been put through, I can help but just be happy for her. No joke, I was smiling ear to ear watching this.
Grow that hair? Dude, hell no. Chat, I would look like such a dork if I had long curly blonde hair and I'm wearing my gaming headset, bro. I would be, on my face, it would not work.
Man, too, I don't care. But then came the prom king and queen voting. And you see, I mentioned this earlier.
Chat, would I rock a man bun? What if I really grew out my hair? Really grew out my hair and I got like a pullback man bun? Like Rhett from Good Mythical Morning.
But while Carrie was over here all excited and getting ready for the prom, there were people who were still upset at her. People who were planning on getting revenge for getting
When does this become a horror movie?
them in trouble. Yeah, that girl Chris from earlier, she was still mad. So she concocted a plan to get some payback. After finding out Carrie was gonna go to the prom with Tommy, she enlisted her boyfriend and some friends to swap out
John Travolta
the prom votes to make sure Carrie and Tommy win. So while Carrie and Tommy are on stage being crowned, they had no idea this was all Chris's doing. She had them right where she wanted them. And what makes this worse is that not only did Sue arrive to the prom and see what was about to happen and fail to stop it, but if you thought Carrie was happy before, she was happier than ever now. All that bullying, all that time being an outcast, it was over. She was finally being accepted by her peers. This was probably the happiest moment of her life. But then, Chris spilt a bucket full of pig blood on Carrie. And as Tommy's outraged and confused about who could have done that to Carrie, that very same bucket drops down and kills Tommy? I know that sounds crazy because it's a freaking bucket, but this really killed him, y'all. Kill count said so. After being humiliated once again, having her prom day literally killed in front of her, and being laughed at once again.
A thin metal bucket.
Kind of like her mom said earlier, this was Carrie's final straw. And this is when the horror starts. Carrie closes.
She just starts popping their heads with her eyes. Doof. Doof.
Closes all the doors, changes the lights to red, and proceeds to murder everyone at the prom. And I mean everyone. She uses a fire hose full pressure to mow down some kids with water. Uses the water from that same hose to electrocute the principal and some other people, which starts a fire. She even kills the one person who always had her back, Miss Collins, by crushing her. This is so messed up and honestly sad. Because watching this, I want to be happy for Carrie because, you know, we seen how she's been treated by her classmates in the school in general. So seeing her get some payback, you know, it feels a little nice. But bro.
All right, it's also kind of a stupid scene that she's just going as like her focusing.
This is overkill. Everyone deserves to die. Everyone? What if like the janitor just walked in for a second? What does he have to do with this? And y'all wanna know what makes this worse? All that laughing we saw everybody doing wasn't even real. Like, yeah, some people were laughing, like the bullies and stuff, but majority of the people, and especially the teacher, were not laughing. It was just in Carrie's head because she was done. That means Carrie left a bunch of innocent people, including Miss Collins and Tommy.
Yeah, she murdered like 100 people.
Tommy's body to be burned. That shot of her walking through the fire was cold though, I'm not gonna lie. But it wasn't even over there. Because after Carrie leaves the prom, you know, leaving it on fire, not only do we
school shooter shit, actually. Wait, actually.
See her kill Chris and her boyfriend by blowing them up after they try to run Carrie over. See, this one I ain't mad at. This one was deserved. But we also see Carrie arrive home. And I thought with the way Carrie was moving at the prom, she was just gonna walk in and blick down her mom. But no, it was actually the opposite. She goes upstairs and after washing all the pig blood off, she actually goes to her mom to hug her. I know you just massacred your—
I think I need to go to the pray closet.
Whole school, but poor Carrie.
Mom.
Man, she just had a moment, y'all. It was a moment. But her mom, after the whole telekinesis and going to prom with a boy stuff, must have not been in the bestest of moods. Cause to comfort Carrie, she told her that she should have killed her when she was born. All right, mama. I don't know if that was very nice. Carrie's mom stabs Carrie. So you think a period is a sin, but not this? Mind you guys, she was gonna do this regardless. Don't think she's doing this because of what happened at the school. No, she doesn't even know that. She was hiding behind that door like a weirdo before Carrie went up the steps. Carrie, with no other choice but to defend herself, starts using her powers to throw knives at her mom. Oh my. And not just like 2 or 3, the whole cabinet, essentially making her hit the same pose as the St. Sebastian statue in her closet. Oh my goodness, you know that gotta hurt. Or at least you think it would. It looked like Carrie's mom was enjoying it with all that moaning she was doing while it was happening. I guess it's been a while. And that kills Carrie's mom. Like, she's dead. Kill count said so. This one ends with Carrie and her mama dying after the house starts sinking into the ground because of Carrie's psychic abilities. Because she sort of freaked out after she realized she killed her mom. R.I.P. Carrie, man. You did a little too much at the prom, just a little too much. But dang, you went through a lot. And we see Sue, the only survivor of the prom night, visiting Carrie's grave to pay respects. Oh man, that's kind of sad. Oh
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Why am I getting scared? Yo, that actually scared me. Yo, that actually scared me.
And I know I just talked about this movie crazy. As you can tell, I think it holds up. But that's not even the—
I was gonna say, bro, why is she paying respects, bro? She killed everyone.
oldest movie I really wanted to go over this video. But before I get to that one, now this—
Dude, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the movies aren't bad themselves, but it's like so easy to outrun this motherfucker. Like, he's an out of shape guy wearing somebody else's skin holding a chainsaw. Like, you could just run away from him and he cannot catch you.
This is the real man.
Like, every Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I've seen, I go, why are they not just running away? Why are they not just running away? He is a middle-aged, out-of-shape man with very limited mobility because he's holding a chainsaw and vision because he's wearing a skin mask.
Massacre people remember. This movie came out in 1974. Notable things that happened that year: Hello Kitty was created, and it has had Mexican girls in a chokehold ever since. Alright, so in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we follow a group of 5 friends in the middle of a trip. And before you say typical, this is like one of the first movies to do this, okay? You're watching sliced bread be made. But yeah, we follow a group of 5 friends who are on a trip somewhere. We got Sally, who's like the main girl, you know, she be chilling. Her boyfriend Jerry, who on Wikipedia says is supposed to be somewhere between
17 to 22, bro looks 45. Holy.
Supposed to be somewhere between the age of 17 and 22, which I'm just like, yeah. If he was doing meth since the day he was born, he's 22. That's an insult to 27-years-olds, bro. He's more like 36. Then there's her best friend Pam, who's
36. I would say 40s, bro.
really into astrology, which I'm not even gonna say anything about. I'm just saying, if you gonna judge me and see me differently and hate me for the day I was born, then just hate me for where I'm from and my skin color too. You might as well. That's all I'm saying. I can't control I'm a Gemini. Then there's her boyfriend Kirk. You know, he's there. And then and I feel bad for saying this, but the most annoying character in the movie, Sally's disabled brother Franklin. I know he's in a wheelchair, but I'm sorry, bro. This dude is annoying. I'm taking Jimmy over here. We follow them while they're on their way to an old family home after visiting Sally's grandfather's grave. But on their way there, they run into some very peculiar people. First, while they're driving, they stop to pick up this hitchhiker. And thank goodness we've evolved past doing this. I'm all for people being social. A matter of fact, I actually think people nowadays should be more social. But this is too social. And this hitchhiker they got is exactly what you'd expect.
He's covered in fucking blood.
Crazy guy. Takes photos of them, cuts his hand open, cuts them open. This dude even lit a fire before they finally kicked him out. And then if that wasn't weird enough, when they stop to get some gas, the guy working there tells them not to go mess around in their old house. He's Southern, so you know, he got the accent. And when he finds out the house they're going to—
Don't go messing around now, you hear? There's dangerous people in these parts.
—is actually theirs. He for some
like every old guy in a horror film. Did you hear about the demons?
Reason does a complete 180 and ask them to stay for some barbecue? Huh? This guy a gold digger or something? No, actually. The strangeness of this guy—
I tested AI pranks on strangers.
AI is getting crazy. I could turn myself into anything I want. I could be Bigfoot in the woods, Superman holding a gallon of milk, or even LeBron James, who also happens to be half centaur. Well, today we've teamed up with an off-the-grid AI genius to use this to our advantage and see just how convincing AI actually is. Starting with—
I fully believe that old people above the age of 70 are going to get mass manipulated by AI and already are. Like, I think Sora AI, I think the average old person has probably stumbled upon an insane video from Sora AI and fully thought it was real. Like the video, I'm pretty sure the video of the cat stealing the fish went viral on Facebook. And it's like this orange Garfield looking cat that just like runs up, grabs a fish and runs away. It looks so real. And everyone thought that. All old people were like, oh, wait, no, that actually happened. And then you just take that times 12. Now you just start spreading like propaganda and they'll believe it.
Liquor store theft. We have rented out this entire liquor store and have hidden cameras all over. All day we'll be confronting customers and showing them AI-generated security footage proving that they stole from the store. We have a pickpocket. We have
AI security footage showing that they stole from the store. You think they're able to generate like a realistic AI video of a customer within the 3 minutes that they're strolling around a liquor store?
Helping us with this bit. First, the pickpocket's gonna sneak a candy bar inside the customer's pocket. After he does that, I'll call the cops over and accuse them of stealing. And when they start to complain, I will show them a deep fake security footage of them stealing the candy bar. All right, let's see how this goes.
All right, we have someone at the counter right now. Cue the pickpocket.
It's a hot day today.
Bro, that's unreal. They're able to generate that realistic of a video that fast.
Yeah, it is. Just a Fiji. Bougie, huh?
Very.
Very bougie.
Excuse me, guys. Can I just grab a paper here? Oh, yeah, sure. Just that's good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You guys dating or?
Bro actually did nothing there. Touched him, didn't even slip the Reese's into his pocket.
Going on a couple of years.
Okay, how'd you guys meet?
No way he didn't fucking feel that. I'd be like, why are you hovering around me? More merch is here. You better not skip this, you fucking bitch. More merch. Carpe diem. Look at this sick-ass design. You better fucking look at it, dick. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Pluck the day. Same fucking thing. Follows the philosophy drops that we've always been doing. We were doing Memento Mori. We were doing Think for Yourself. Look at this sick-ass back. Peep it. Also got shorts. This time, they're shorter than the other ones. Different material. We're not going that thick cotton anymore. It's more breathable. We also got hoodies in other designs. Look at this fucking sick-ass one. No AI! Told the designer, no AI! They hand drew this shit. Or, well, not with, like, pencil on a computer. Anyways, where's the fucking long sleeve? Another design. Here's the front. Here's the back. Check it out. There's more stuff as well. I'm just showing you small things. JoeBartoloziStore.com. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Editor. I'm sick. Joe Bartolozzi Store. I said my last name wrong. JoeBartoloziStore.com. Check it the fuck out. See ya.
It's in.
At a nightclub.
Big dancer?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? Who's the better dancer?
She is.
The machine's not working right now. I'm gonna just go check the outlet in the back, okay?
Okay.
Just like 1 second.
Okay, so while Johnny's in the back, our AI wizard is making...
Doing this to old people makes it, like, funnier, but also more fucked up. You know? Because they're no part of them is gonna understand what's happening. Like, if you did this to, like, a 30-year-old, they'd maybe fall for it for, like, a minute, and they'd be like, bro, that's a fake video. Like, that's AI. Like, an old person's just going to be like, I'm getting duped. You're bamboozling me. This is a con.
Co is stealing.
We just got it.
Let's see it.
That's sick.
Okay, Johnny. Sean's sending you
that looks so real.
Video right now. Go get him.
It's so much easier to fake the AI security videos, too, because it's, like, 480p. So it could look just, like, a little lower quality and not as realistic, and people still believe it.
Be so for real.
What?
Be so for real.
Be so for real. Be so for real. You stole that fucking Reese's Fast Break, didn't you? You snuck that thing in your pocket, you dirty dog. You thought you'd get away without paying $1.95 for that fucking candy bar, didn't you?
I'll give you a chance to, like, admit it if you want.
What are you talking about?
I bet you fucking stole some other shit. All the way around the back. I bet you stole some 99 banana shooters, didn't you?
Reese's?
What Reese's? No.
The Reese's in your pocket?
No.
This guy's about to lunge at you.
Stealing a rhino pill? I bet you stole something else from the top shelf, didn't you? You see those honey packets next to you? There's only 8 of them there. I knew there was 9 before you walked in.
He's gonna get his ass beat.
Can you check your pocket?
Why? What for?
I just have a...
Oh my god, no, I feel so bad for this. Do you think they tell him it's a prank after? They have to.
feeling that you stole something.
Oh my god.
Got him. We fucking got him.
What the fuck is this?
You tell me. I don't...
Somebody put it in my pocket.
It was just you.
Yo, I do want to say, are you even able to criminally prosecute somebody for stealing like a $2 like candy bar? I feel like you would just get fined. Don't you need? Isn't that why certain like Walmart waits until you steal over a certain amount of money so they could send you to prison?
So I mean, did you put it?
Too.
It's always the ones you don't expect. Did you put it in his?
No. I don't know what you're
Johnny,
doing.
get the cops. Get the cops.
Do you want to pay for it or? I mean, I left.
For what? White people? It's impossible.
There was just no. But it's the 2 waters and a Reese's. I mean, excuse me.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
He stole a Reese's and he doesn't want to admit it, or he was trying to.
Are you
until
serious?
I caught him.
No. Come on.
Are you serious? Grabs his gun. You know stealing a Reese's is a fucking felony, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop moving. Hey, slow down, buddy. Whoa.
Look how you're dressed. Look at you.
What's wrong?
Credit card maxed.
Look how you're dressed. Why are they making fun of him?
Try to slide the
We're gonna
Reese's in his
take
pocket all
Turn
smooth.
around, ma'am. Resisting arrest.
Video.
This is
I have it on video as well.
How can you have
this
on video?
We're going to check you out.
I don't understand.
You know
Sorry.
Oh, come on. This is some kind of crazy setup. I don't know what's
So like that's
God, it worked. It worked.
Yes, that's me, but
So I went to the back and I was just because I had like a.
Bro, I feel like they could sue these guys. I don't. At what level is this like a prank?
Sus feeling about him. I didn't like his aura, and I checked the security cams and
Like,
he
are they actually handcuffing them?
slid a Reese's in his
I don't know
pocket.
how.
You want us to hook him up?
to get water.
Huh?
You want us to hook him up?
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
In the back here, too.
If you guys issue an apology, I'll let you go.
Issue an apology. Put a formal video. I'm so sorry for stealing that Reese's. Dude, I haven't had a Reese's cup in so long, and the package looked just right for the taking.
Just say like I'm sorry for stealing your
an apology.
Reese's.
What do you think? I'm sorry.
For.
That was like the biggest rich guy. I'm sorry.
To absolutely nobody.
It's on camera. So like you'll buy it?
Bro, I would just say, yeah, I'll buy it, bro. Oh my God, it's like a fucking $3 Reese's cup. I'd be like, yo, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of this store. Holy shit. I feel like everybody would just be like, yeah, sure, bro, I'll pay for it. I'm just done with this.
I don't need to buy it.
I kind of respect him doubling down, though. I think they're going to tell him right here.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can have it for free because we're just joking.
You can put it on credit.
This is an AI video. We're just messing with you.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to scare you. We're sorry, man.
We have a bunch of cameras all
I didn't
over.
mean to scare you. You're fighting back.
I saw the look in your. You can have these for free and everything. Take the Reese's too if you want. Dude, Johnny.
Oh, this could go so much worse though. Like they got lucky, bro. You know what I mean? Like you ever see those videos, like even in Practical Joker type shit, where they like fuck with somebody and they're like, wait, no, it's for TV, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. They just fucking charge him. Like he could get so. This could make it worse. Them going, this is fake.
You almost killed that guy.
Oh, man. We'll take the waters. You guys can have the Reese's.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Have a good one.
You got it.
Yeah, take your waters
Go
too.
ahead.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can have them.
Yeah.
Take your waters, bro. I'd be like, yo, you get a free bottle of alcohol. I feel like you got to be like, hey, here's $1,000. I'd be like, yeah, this is a joke. Give me a fucking. Here's a bottle of Azul tequila.
Good one. Sorry
not
about that.
amused.
This guy.
Yeah, really.
Getting ready to have a heart attack, huh?
Yeah.
He's so not amused. Okay, I say that worked pretty well. We still have some crazy.
But do you think they like they're not gonna question like, oh, this is for a YouTube video?
Crazy ass bits coming up.
Like, you think they've seen this video at all? I always wonder that shit.
On to the next.
Okay, that's not even AI.
On to the next. AI pet translator. We have people coming in to participate in a new study where for the first time ever, you can literally see your pet's thoughts on the screen. But little do they know, we control everything.
Full disclosure, we've been pranking people all day and the reactions have been pretty trash. We have one more woman.
And they believe this? Like, no, this actually makes me upset. There's there's like random civilians that walk in and they're like, "Hey, ma'am, we're gonna be able to translate your dog's thoughts for you."
I'm gonna record this just so I can get everything documented, okay?
Okay.
So, my name's Sam.
Hi, Sam. Kimberly.
Okay, so this is an extremely safe prototype right now. It takes about 30 seconds.
What are they gonna make the AI? What are they gonna make the AI dog say? Help me, please. She doesn't feed me well at all.
To a minute to render an AI video map of what she's thinking.
Her house smells like cigarettes.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Find out.
Okay, so then we're gonna put her in there. Is she comfortable in a cage? Oh, who's a good girl? Yeah. Yeah, good girl.
All right, let's get this started.
Okay.
Dude, I think this video...
Bro, they just have fucking muscle stimulate. Oh my god. Nah, bro, this is actually the stupidest fucking thing. They just have like muscle stimulator like the electric pulse device is just pinned to the cage. Like that's fucking like it's like MRI scanning her fucking brain. This is animal abuse. This is not animal abuse. This is just fucking stupid.
Okay.
Dude, I think this video is so funny. I'm actually really excited about it.
I can't wait.
I can't believe they're falling for this.
Okay. Good to go. All right, I press play.
And why? And I love how she's not questioning him wearing these like fucking Mad Max, like welder goggles.
Play now. Oh.